right, the record is on now.
Big wahala. I'm having very big issue.
What's that?
It's like my Java code is interfering. My Java code is interfering with my Python.
It's not supposed to interfere now.
Ah, the VS Code I've opened code in Java.
Code in Java.
I mean, I'll find something.
Uh,
Yeah, the
you
code is written in Java.
you change the option at the top where you run the code.
There's
That
option. Okay.
yes, you click the arrow beside it, then you can select.
It's showing run Java, debug Java, finish. No Python again.
Are you sure your interpreter?
Wow.
Go to settings and ensure that your interpreter is running. You can see this place. What is it showing? Can you see my cursor? What is it showing here? What's
On the
showing
downside,
on the downside? Is it Python? Is Python showing
on the
there?
down- no, I'm seeing Java.
It's Java. So click on it.
Select
As
So
in,
language. Okay.
click on it so that you change it to Python. All right, please let's
Ah.
continue. Is this still the same thing?
So continue that what I'll find it where at.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So what we are going to do now, we are going to render this particular initialization inside the function. We are going to call the function text to speech. So let's say def text to speech. So I will carry out my initialization. For you to initialize your GTTS, you need to declare a variable. All right, you need to declare a variable, and it carries two parameters: the language that you want to pass and the text, because it's text that we are triggering. So I'm going to call the variable TTS
I'm
equals
not
to.
seeing.
I'll call my. Is that? I'll call my GTTS method. So I'm
But I'm
going
not seeing your screen.
to. Please, can you confirm if other people can see my screen?
Yeah,
yes,
we
I
can see
can
your
see.
Martins, what is going on with you? So I'm going to pass the text that I want to accept it here. Text equals to my text that I want to accept. The next thing I want to pass is the language I want it to speak for me. I want it to speak English, so I'm going to, the abbreviation for English is what is EN. I'll pass EN inside this my variable. GTTS equals to TTS equals to GTTS equals to tests. All right. The reason why that one is showing that underline is probably the variable is not yet declared. Mm-mm-mm. Text is not defined. Okay, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to tile it inside this here so that I'm defining it. I'm passing it as a parameter. Remember, we've talked about a function with a parameter. I hope you guys remember that. We said when a function is having a parameter,
Yes,
you fill in somewhat argument, Abby, for whenever you call the function.
yes.
We talked about that in our class. So, what we are storing our file in the form of what audio. So, what we are going to name it, we are going to declare a variable called audio, or let me just call it audio. Is a variable, so I can pass anything inside. I can call it anything I want to call it. So I'm going to call the file name flights. So the file that is going to be generated for me, I'm going to call it flight.mp3. mp3 is audio file. Flight.mp3. So the next thing I'm going to pass here, we store my audio file inside the TTS variable that I've declared. So I'll call this TTS. There's a method, it has a method called save. You can see the method down there. So I'm saving this particular audio inside that file. So dot save. So I'm calling my words my audio. I'm calling my words my audio variable that I declared up there. So for this thing to now speak out, say what I want it to say, I'm going to mix the sound, and that's when I'm going to make use of the Pygame. Pygame is to bring out sound. Okay, so I will mix the sound with my Pygame. So Pygame has a method called Misa, and again, if you are initial, most of these modules, they have their own method. Like Tickintan has its own process, Pygame has its own process, GTTS has its own process, Django module has its own process, Flask has its own process. So if it is advisable for you to pick a particular module, all right, study it. It's not something that is very easy for you to do. All right, study it, and if you are used to it, you know how to use it. It will be a very good advantage on your part. So what we say, Python use different modules to build web application, to build desktop application, to build mobile application. It's not an easy process. So I don't know if I'm communicating here. Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
It is not an easy process.
Ah,
Why? Because those modules has their own syntax and semantics. You need to follow it before the thing will work out for you. Okay, but it's Python that you are still using, so that's just the beauty. So I'm going to call the Misa. I think he's here already. Yeah, the Misa. I will now initialize this my Pygame. Initializing it, the method is called init. All right, I'll call the init method. Init means what? Initialization.
did you put the audio file? Did you put the audio file in the folder?
I put the audio file inside TTS. I save it with TTS. So whenever the sound comes out, the thing will be saved
No,
in the audio file.
that flight.mp3, that's what I'm talking about.
That's the name of the audio file. That's all you will see on your
That's the
system.
name of the audio file.
What I'm trying to ask, is it existing in your system?
It's not existing yet. It is when the program run
Okay.
and you save a record, you store a record. You know they will generate an audio. It will go, it's going there.
Okay.
Okay. So since I have my mixer, I'm going to call my Pygame. Pygame.mixer. So I'm going to call music. I'm going to play music. I'm using that sound to play music. Then I'm loading the words. I'm loading that audio, that variable audio that I've passed here. So you know that will be the audio file, right? Audio.
Yes.
So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to play it. So that will be pygame.mixer.music.play. Pygame.mixer.music. You can see all these things are built-in method already to play it. So why pygame.mixer.music is busy, pygame.mixer.music
Mixer. MIX.
.music when it's busy. So when it get busy, that means it's talking. So we have to undo something so that you're not going to get a double response. All right. Continue. I talked about the break and continue statement in my procedural class in Python. So continue the Pygame.mixer. So Pygame.mixer quit method is to close your Pygame. All right, after you initialize your Pygame, you are closing it. So so remember, I keep saying something called OS. What did I say OS is again? I said OS is actually means operating system, and it is used to navigate from one file to another. So when this thing is stored, if I want to remove it, I want to remove the audio file, I will just call the OS. But I think I should leave it for now, so I will see where it's been saved. So if I want to trigger this now, all right, if I want to trigger this now, I will pass the function inside where I have the submit method. Okay, inside where I have the submit method, that was where I'm going to pass the words, the function. So I when I click on hard here, that place I have successful. Okay, this place I have successful, I have to what, I want to speak out something. So I'm going to trigger presently the variable I have inside here is called what, flight. This thing I pass inside here, this audio file, I call it flight info, right? That's what I called it. I call that flight info. So, or I called it flight, not flight info now, safe. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to pass in the flights, okay, which is going to be a variable. It's just a flight equals to what I want to speak out. So what I want to speak out is coming out from my statement. So I'm going to say we have something we call format string. If you want to format string in Python, is what is F. Why are you formatting string? You want to speak out, or you want to display a giant string, a long string. So it's advisable to use what, your F. So flights flight. So I'm going to pick the flight number. So look at it, oh, that variable I call the flight number, I'm going to put it here. So the system is going to speak it out. Then from I'm going to pick the I pick the flight number from, I'm going to pick the origin, so where the person is coming from. Then I also pick to, so where the person is going to, I'm going to pick my variable that I declare, which is what, destination. Another thing I would like to speak is was successfully added. Okay, I'll say has been successfully what, added. Successfully added. So full stop. So departure time, I'm going to call the departure time at so I'll call my departure time variable departure time at this thing, and arrival time and arrival time. This is not too much. Departure time and arrival time. So I'm collecting a variable there called arrival what time. I need to ensure that this thing is fine. Okay, so I think I need to bring it, so it has to be here. So I have something like this. So what I will now do now, I will call my text to speech words function. I'll call my text to speech function for it to be triggered inside here. I called it text to speech. That's the function I declared inside. So I'm going to pass in what I have, the variable I just passed in, which is called what, flight. called flight. So that's just it. So if I run this program, please, are you guys with me? Hello? Hello?
Hello,
Hello,
sir.
can I see line 38? Can I see the ending of line 38? Line 39 now.
So this thing that you're saying I'm
So
passing inside a curly brace is
are
a
they
variable.
string? They are string.
Yeah,
They are string now.
they are string. But you notice that inside the string, I'm passing something inside a curly brace.
Because you wanted to get what the user
Yes,
which is to get
yes,
the database information.
yes. Thank you.
So what about F
F is still the string
at the
now.
beginning?
F is mean it
No,
means
this one, this one.
this one, Abi.
Yeah.
Is a string. It's me that these are strings. These things here they are all string. It's a giant string. And
But it's not inside quotation.
this F means format. I'm formatting a string.
Okay. But my own is showing on the line.
It's not inside quotation. Make sure your quotation is okay. It's not supposed to show on the line.
Okay.
Flights.
I understand something.
Okay. So let's run it. Let me run it and see something.
Text to speech flights.
So let me see if I'm having error. No short table called flights. Oh. Sorry. This thing is running. What's going on with my files now?
Can I see the top side? That get busy. Music.get busy. Okay.
Where?
At the top, music.get busy. Okay. I'm showing. Okay, understand. I need a semicolon
You
there.
need a column there.
Okay.
So let me
Yeah.
run it again now. The reason why it was flagging error, it was running inside another folder. Flight number 234 ADF, origin Ekiti, departure time 12 noon, arrival time 4 p.m., destination London. So immediately I click on this.
Flight 234 ADF
I believe
from Ekiti to
you can hear what it's
London
saying.
has been successfully added. Departure time at 12 noon and arrival time 5 p.m.
Did you hear what it say? Hello?
Only hear something talking at the bottom, at the
That's
background.
the application that is talking now. Let me add another flight again. 236 ADF. Origin is Delta. Departure time 2 p.m. Arrival time 12 noon. Destination Abuja. So immediately I click on OK, the voice will prompt.
Flight 236 ADF from Delta to Abuja has been successfully added. Departure time at 3 p.m. and arrival time 12 noon.
So did you hear what happened?
Yes, sir.
So that is just speaking out wherever record that you store to your database, and see this thing as an advantage. Let's assume that you are building a queuing system, because there's an application I built again that is
It's working. Oh. Did you hear my own?
so
Hello?
yeah, it's working, Abby. It's good. If it's working, fine.
Sorry.
So let's assume that you are building a queue system, okay? And let's say you are building a medical applications, whereby you want patients to book appointments, and when they book an appointment with a pharmacy or for a doctor, and when the doctor want to start seeing the pharmacy or the doctor for a particular day, let this system call, let the
I
sound
have a
call them.
question. Oh.
Okay.
Why is it a female voice?
Okay, your system is a female voice too. It's using
Yes, why is
the
it?
system voice that they use to configure the system.
Oh, okay,
Mm.
okay.
So let me come back here. So let me quickly trigger my front office. But remember, we've not done this. For what we click on this button, we want the front office to pop out. So I'm going to handle that with a function. This place, I'm going to declare a function here called def front desk. So we did something like this. If I want to trigger that, I think I already have. Okay, I have my sub process already here. So I'm going to call my sub process. I hope other people are in this class. Sub process dot popping. Matt, Tosin, are you in this class?
Yes, sir.
Abi, you are sleeping already.
I'm in this class, sir.
So this will be. I'm going to front desk. Have you? What's the name of the file here? Front desk of py. From desk dot py. So I'll trigger this function where that button is located. So I'll pass it here. Command found X. So by the time I run this application, I click on this. So my front office is loaded. Now when my front office is loaded, I want this one to unload itself, so I will just destroy it. So I'll pass that in here also. So the parent, this is parents dot destroy. Still there.
Okay.
All right. So this is my front office from this place. I load the front office. So we still need to look for a way to put a button somewhere so that we navigate this on back. And again, there is a way you can create a menu on top that you just click on it. We also have what called the menu widgets. We have the menu widget also in Python. But let me just do this navigation and continue. I have Frontex. This is where I want to work.
Hello,
on.
sir.
Yes.
So, when I ask you concerning that domain-driven design, way of trying to manage the design workflow and the process. Now, if you are designing a very robust application, it means that your code line, you are going to be going over 10,000 lines for one page. Now, is it possible to create all these widgets in one file? Then we start using them as objects in other files, so that we don't,
the one file. The best thing is
Yeah.
to import them. You import
Come
them.
again?
You have to import
Yeah,
them.
okay, that you create them in one file, then you import them.
You import them. You import them, and again, you still need to set that geometry. So it requires a lot of code. There's no way you can leave those coding. You will definitely write a lot of code. But the thing now is this.
Well, not to write code, but putting everything, both operation, both all the logic, everything in one page.
Yes.
If you look at it, if you are building a very big application, you will see that you'll be running over 10,000 lines of code.
Yes. There's an application I have here that is although it's not up to 10,000, it's 1,000 line of code.
So that is just my concern.
You are scared of writing code or something. If you want to build application,
No. I'm about the organization.
Okay.
Organization.
The
That is
structure.
if you are having 10,000 structure, I'm talking about the architectural structure. Because if you're having this at a time, you get confused.
Yes.
But if you're assuming, okay, if I'm dealing with widget, I arrange my widget, I make them as think objects, then anytime I call them
Call the
for
object.
anywhere I want to use them. Take for instance,
Okay.
username is username anywhere in the program,
Exactly.
like now.
Yes.
But now we are creating username anytime for each of the file.
Okay. Instead of us to import the username from another file.
Yeah, yes.
All right.
I'm
Like,
just using it as an
you know,
example. And the
there's a
property just call it
the example that you are looking at is a class. And when I started the application, I said we have a class-based application, Abi, and I said we have
okay.
a function-based application. And when you're talking about objects, it is inside a class you get an object. You can't get an object from a function. So in that kind of application,
Yeah.
it should be a class-based application. You will declare a class somewhere. Are you getting it? Then you can now import
Yes.
the class by the instances of that class in another module. You'll be using it there. That's what they call the objects. But this one is
Okay.
is function based. Maybe I will have to send you some zip files so that you just go through the code and see a class based how a class based application work. Is that okay? I will drop the zip file for you
Okay, sir.
after this class. It's actually an application. It's a sales inventory application. So you check everything there. So this what I'm even trying to get now is this secretary area. Now what do I want to really show here? Because the secretary area need to link to, it has to link with the front office also. If the secretary area is not linking with the front office, there's no point. So it has to link to the front office. So what I want to achieve for this one now, this one is still saving flights, age, number, blah 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 stuff. We should be able to do something like this now.
Yes.
All right. So what I'll just do, I'll just copy code and bring it here, so that I'll fast track that process. Okay. So I'm just editing this. So and the picture that I want to show, let me show. Do I have pictures here? I already have this Malaysia. 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 Malisis. .png. no such file in this directory. Malaysia. No such file in this directory. Oh, it's not inside images. Name save passenger is not defined. Pam 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 pam. So I'll remove this. So I'll save passengers and submit booking. So I'll declare a function inside here. Save passengers, submit booking.